Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Praise due to Allah and peace and blessings be upon all of the messengers whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to this temporary abode. Welcome to Darse Quran International. I am Fozrul Director of Islamic Marriage Solutions. Welcome to the 10 tips for a better husband and wife relationship. So we're on point number 3. Which is forgetting past problems and forgiving one another and forgiving each other. Do not bring past issues to remind one another, especially once they have been solved. So once any issues that arise and you've solved them, then in the future do not bring up past issues once they have been solved. Do not bring up past issues, and the worst thing to do is to remind one another of a past mistake, in the heat of the moment, in a heated argument, in a disputation, in an argumentation, to bring up a fault of one another of the past, especially once you have solved them. Once you've solved them, it's brushed under the carpet, you don't remember them again, and you go forward in the relationship. The worst thing to do is to have an argument or a heated discussion and to bring up a past mistake of your spouse, especially once you've solved it and you sorted it out, and now you're not going to talk about it in the future. But this is something that is common out there, and we should not do. We should abstain from it as well. With regards to forgiveness, Iman Marshall, who's a psychotherapist and a counselor, he mentions that no relationship can flourish without forgiveness. It includes being able to let go of an offense and relate without keeping a scorecard. Big mistakes, can be forgiven, but not repeated. We should try our utmost, and most importantly, if ever we do a big mistake, this is something that we learn from. We ask one another for forgiveness and we do not repeat them. But as for small mistakes and everyday, errors, etc., we should have sincere intention and keep it without have sincere intention and say it to ourselves that, look, sincerely, I'm going to try my best in the relationship. I'm going to make sure that I'm putting all the effort into the relationship so that these things don't occur. Mistakes, errors, etc. do not occur that can have a negative impact and effect in the relationship. So again, point number 3 is forgetting past problems and forgiving each other. We can easily overlook one another for each other's mistakes. We should try to forgive one another as well, because nobody's perfect in this dunya, in this world. We're all full of imperfections, but it is the effort into the relationship, it is a contribution that will count going forwards, and that will obviously count towards a successful relationship. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq and ability to act upon what has been said and what has been shared. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability to have sincerity in the relationship, going forwards, inshallah. Until next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.